Hello everyone, welcome to the morning reading session. My name is James Ramadhani from the Hospital High School in Malang.
Halo, my name is Nela Kazima. I'm from Sekolah 13 Surabaya.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Wali Mulyantsyah. I'm from SKN1 Surabaya.
Okay, thank you everyone for your introduction. Now let's start with the reading session. Let's start with me first. Contact. Google launched ChatGPT rival Bard in EU Brazil by John Bonner from the Against Front's press in Paris. Google launched its AI chatbot Bard in the European Union, Brazil, and a dozen other countries on Thursday and unveiled new features as it expands access to its answer to Microsoft-backed ChatGPT. The US tech giant unveiled Bard in February but delayed its release in the EU as the bloc plans to regulate artificial intelligence (AI) amid concerns about risks associated with the rapidly growing technology. Google has raced to catch up with rival Microsoft, which has tried to integrate ChatGPT-like powers in a wide array of its products, including the Bing search engine. Bard is now available in most of the world, and in the most widely spoken language. Bard's product lead Jack Krauze and Vice President Amarnath Subramania wrote in a blog. As part of our responsible approach to AI, we proactively engage with experts, policymakers, and privacy regulators on this expansion, they said. The company said it would incorporate user feedback and take steps to protect people's privacy and data as it broadens access to Bard. The AI tool can now be used in over 40 languages, including Arabic, Chinese, German, Hindi, and Spanish. It was previously available in three languages: English, Japanese, and Korean. Google also announced new features, including receiving audio response from Bard for answers in five different styles: simple, long, short, professional, or casual. Another new feature allows users to upload photos that Bard can analyze for information. The rise of AI has risen both excitement and concern about its potential and to improve or replace tasks done by humans. AI tools have shown in recent months the ability to generate essays, create realistic images, mimic voice of famous singers, and even pass medical exams, among a slew of use. Common worries include the possibility that chatbots could flood the web with disinformation, that biased algorithms will jump out racist material, or that AI-powered automation could lay waste to entire industries. Extinction fear. Experts, even the founder of ChatGPT maker OpenAI, Sam Altman, have warned about the potential existential risks that the technology poses to humanity. Altman and dozens of other specialists signed a statement in May urging global leaders to reduce the risk of extinction from AI. But the warnings have not stopped the rapid development of AI. Tesla and Twitter owner Elon Musk, who has issued his own warning about the risk, launched an AI company named xAI on Wednesday. The xAI website said Musk would run the company separately from other companies, but that the technology developed will benefit the businesses, including Twitter. It includes specific provisions for generative AI systems such as ChatGPT and DALL-E, capable of producing text, image, and other media. The Parliament and the EU's member states will negotiate on the regulation before it is approved, and the bloc wants to strike a deal by the end of the year. The rules stipulate that AI-generated content must be declared as such and ban some AI, including real-time facial recognition systems.
Okay, I will read with manageable. The title is with untapped potential who is never too far away from ASEAN. Question, there has been a number of statements by the EU and Indonesia about trade recently, including the college vote and the depreciation regulation or EQDR policy. How far is the EU willing to compromise to bridge this difference? What can we expect for the joint task force recent established? Well, to start with, and most importantly, there is a hook untapped potential for trade and investment between the EU and Indonesia. Like now, Indonesia is only your private and outbound investment partner in ASEAN, despite being a key country, a very large economy in Southeast Asia. This has to change. The comprehensive economic partnership agreement we are currently negotiating can play an important role. This week, the 15th negotiation round is taking place, and we work on making significant progress. Regarding Indonesia export ban on nickel, the WTO panel has issued a ruling upholding the EU claims, and I'm sure that Indonesia will cause to engage conflict properly. As I always say, that dispute even between close to the partners are normal. What is important is the key is resolved. The joint task force and the position between Indonesia, Malaysia, and the EU is quite a example of such constructive cooperation. When it's come of the EU development and negotiation, it will provide an additional instrument facilitating ongoing dialogue as partners will respect its other concern and jointly discuss the best way forward. We want to enable producers, especially smallholders, to ensure that ideal supply chains are depreciation free. The question is some debate political narratives such as developing versus developed countries. The claims of the EU being neo-imperialists have emerged. How does it affect the political relationship between the EU and Indonesia? We take such claims seriously, and we have to ask ourselves where they came from and what they are based on. Clearly, there are unmet expectations and legitimate demands that the EU, together with other partners, must listen to add and equal I heard from some of our partners. The so-called Global South, the so-called West has been self-serving when it comes to a number of key global issues. But it stands on the pillars of climate finance and the reform of international institutions. Overall, however, the record of the EU and its member states is without doubt much better than that of other and what we get credit for. To give you some example, we are and remain the first source of official development aid and humanitarian aid. We provide 30% of global climate finance. With an active field favoring debt relief and with the Global Gateway initiative, we provide high quality investment, promoting the green and digital transition, as well as better connectivity. Crucially, we already have enough conflict in the world, and the EU is doing all its like power to avoid the developing versus developed countries, and all strategic partnership with ASEAN, as well as our inclusive strategy for cooperation in the Indo-Pacific, are the best proof of that. The ASEAN Regional Forum, or ARF, is focused on the political security aspect of the Indo-Pacific. In a global world, this in a far away, the social and stability of Europe and Asia boil down to peace, prosperity, and regional segregation. At a time when the major attention on Southeast Asia are under us and there is the potential for major conflicts, and when the EU is facing the multiple challenges linked to the Russian war of aggression against Ukraine, the EU and ASEAN must remain in position to make their own choice in support of regional stability. The EU and ASEAN share up the responsibility to address today acquired challenge, and we have a very concrete stake in South Asia peace and prosperity. Not only the EU, the third main trading partner of ASEAN and the second main investor in the region, but most of our international shipping goes through the South China Sea and the Strait of Malacca. 2 years ago, we established a strategic partnership which reflect the important political momentum between us. As the two most advanced regional organization in the world, the EU and ASEAN understand as other on a deep level, and we are closer than ever. The EU Indo-Pacific strategic except believe this with ASEAN credibility as a key component. The question you would Bespoke explaining that the EU will find it extremely difficult, if not impossible, to maintain a relationship of trust with China. How can the EU work with ASEAN to discuss tension in the region? I said that it will be difficult for the EU to maintain a relationship of trust with China if it does not use influence on Russia to stop its illegal of aggression, which potentially violates international law, EU character, and colonial territorial integrity. Russian troops with low arms and full are from Ukraine, the human suffering as well as the economic turbulence around the globe would stop. We expect China's active support as a permanent member of the UN Security Council to achieve this. Many ASEAN partners have supported efforts to end this violence and have committed Russia to experience destabilizing action that affect their sovereignty and territorial integrity, particularly in the South China Sea. In the ASEAN model, particularly the AR, they observed that tension can be resolved through dialogue, and the external actor can contribute positively to addressing that is what we want to do together. When it's coming to China relation more generally, our cooperation with China as a passionate competitor and systematic rival will still be at the center of our policy. While we will continue engaging bilaterally and globally based on our interests and values, this means that our motivated approach with China prefers, but we also must engage even where there are difficult issues to discuss.
Critics land close to a meeting on ITE law revision. Jakarta Post of Jakarta. Activist Lemnas, the host of representative for deliberating the limit amendment of the 2016 Electronic Information and Transaction or ITE law behind closed doors and called for a more transparent process. House Commission I, overseeing communication and information affairs, held a series of meetings with the government to amend at least 7 articles in the ITE law that have been legally annulled by the new Criminal Code or KHUP as early this year. The articles stipulate provisions regarding defamation, obscenity, and the speech on the internet. But the meeting took place behind closed doors. Every member of the public and the press forum observing the deliberation on several articles then problematic. Political commission I defended the decision to make the meeting private, citing sensitive issue that may be misinterpreted by the public, such as the discussing of ethnicity when deliberating defamation article. We can have in-depth discussion on sensitive things if we make this opening meeting. As Commission, I deputy Chairman Abdul Haris Al-Mashahir of the Prosperous Justice Party or PKS to the Jakarta Post on Wednesday. Another lead maker, Dev Laksono from the Golkari Party, suggests technicalities behind the decision to the public, but did not give further detail about any technical issue. About both Abdul and Dev said the so-called Draconia article often used to criminal often will be further down in the law lesson amendment. The lawmaker had input from civil society organization on the problematic article, Dev said. At least 1,500 people had been reported on to the police between 2013 and 2022 for alleged hate speech and defamation under the ITE law, according to the Southeast Asia Freedom of Expression Network, or SIFNet. Most of the reports were filed by government officials or people representing an institution. A coalition of 28 civil society organizations condemned the House Commission is moved to hold the meeting on the ITE law amendment behind closed doors, saying that the move Village Democratic Party of meaningful participation in the policy-making process. The Commission held a last two public hearing to hear civil society organization insight into the amendment. It is necessary the Lauker hold the follow-up meeting public to ensure that any input will be accommodated in the limit amendment of the law. The politician said lawmakers should be able to be more open in accommodating public input to avoid the formulation of draconian articles, said Wahyudi Jafar, the executive director of the Institute for Policy Research and Advocacy, or ELSAM, human rights group. Every every meeting on the amendment shall be open for the public as the law is often used to curb free speech and criminal government critics, including journals or IGE. There were at least 24 journalists reported under the IGE law between 2017 and 2021, according to SafeNet. The initiative to reverse the law came from President Joko Widodo, who said in 2021 that the ITE law and its draconian article had become a problem. Following a series of public protests over the provision, President Jokowi administration later proposed a limit amendment in December of the same year, but the House only started the deliberation this year as policymakers decide to prioritize the Personal Data Protection Law, which has passed last September.
Google launched ChatGPT Arrival 4 in EU by John Morris from the Advanced Functions in Paris. Google launched its AI chatbot 4 in the European Union, Brazil, and a dozen other countries unfortunately unveiled new features to expand access to its answer to Microsoft ChatGPT. The US tech giant unveiled Bard in February but delayed its release in the EU as the bloc plans to regulate artificial intelligence (AI) and the concerns about risk associated with the rapidly growing technology. Google has raised the red carpet rival Microsoft, which has first to integrate ChatGPT-like powers in a wide range of its products, including the Bing search engine. Bard is now available in most of the world and is more in the most widely spoken language. Bard's product lead Jock Peltic and 5 Amrna Subramanian were in the blog. As part of our bold and responsible approach to AI, we practically engage with experts, policymakers, and privacy regulators in this expansion nature. The company said it would incorporate user feedback and take steps to protect people's privacy and data as it broadens access to Bard. The AI tool can now be used in over 40 languages, including Arabic, Chinese, German, Hindi, and Spanish. It was previously available in 3 languages: English, Japanese, and Korean. Google also announced new features, including receiving audio response from Bard or answers in 5 different styles: simple, long, short, professional, or casual. Another new feature allows users to upload photos that Bard can analyze for information. The rise of AI has risen both excitement and concern about its potential to improve or replace tasks done by humans. AI tools have shown in recent months the ability to generate essays, create realistic image, mimic voice of famous singers, and even pass medical exams, among a slew of use. Common worries include the possibility that chatbots could flood the web with disinformation, that biased algorithms will turn out racist materials, or that AI-powered information can lay waste to entire industries. Extinction fears. Experts, even the founder of ChatGPT makers of an AI Sam Altman, have warned about the potential existential risk that the technology poses to humanity. Altman and dozens of other specialists signed a statement made using global leaders to reduce the risk of extinction of AI. The warnings have not stopped the rapid development of AI. Tesla and Twitter owner Elon Musk, who has issued his own warning about the risk, launched an AI company named xAI on Wednesday. The xAI website said Musk would run the company separately from his other companies, but that the technology development benefit those businesses, including Twitter. It includes specific provisions for generative AI systems such as ChatGPT and DALL-E, capable of producing text, image, and other media. The Parliament and the US member state will negotiate on the regulation before it is approved and blocked once it's signed a deal by the end of the year. The rules stipulate that AI-generated content must be declared as such advanced from AI, including real-time facial recognition systems.
Okay, I will evaluate my newspaper. The title is With Rapid Potential, who is never too far away from ASEAN. Question: there has been a number of disagreements between the EU and Indonesia about trade generally, including the College Sport and the Revolution Regulation or EUDR policy. How far is the EU willing to compromise to bridge this difference? What can be expected from the joint tax force recently established? That's what to start with, and most importantly, there is a hook of dapat potential for trade and investment between the EU and Indonesia. Like now, Indonesia is the only or 50 trade or outbound investment partner in ASEAN. Despite being a key country and expanding the and further legs economy in Southeast Asia, this has to change. The comprehensive economic partnership agreement we are currently negotiating can play an important role in achieving this and boosting our bilateral trade and investment. This week, the 5-day negotiation round is taking place, and we work on making significant progress. Regarding Indonesia's export ban on nickel, the WTO panel has issued a ruling of holding the EU claims, and I'm sure that Indonesia will choose to engage constructively. As I will say, that disputes even between close partners are normal. What's important is that the key are resolved. The joint task force and demonstration between Indonesia, Malaysia, and the EU is a good example of such constructive cooperation. When it comes to implementation of the EU devolution regulation, it will provide an additional instrument facilitating an ongoing dialogue. As partners, we respect each other's concurrence and jointly discuss the best way forward. We want to enable potential, especially smallholders, to ensure that their supply chains are devolution free. The question: in some debates, political narratives such as developing with the developed countries and claims on the EU being non-imperialist. Here emerge how does they affect the political relationship between the EU and Indonesia? The answer: we take such claims seriously and we have to ask ourselves where they come from and what they are based on. Clearly, there are expectations and legitimate demands that the EU, together with other partners, must stand to and act upon. I heard from some of our partners in the so-called Global South that the so-called West has been self-serving when it comes to a number of key global issues, for instance, of the relief, climate finance, and reform of international institute. Overall, however, the record of the EU and its member states in without doubt much better than that of other, and we have to get credit for. To give you some example, we are a remain the first source of official development aid and humanitarian aid. We provide 20% of global climate finance. We are actively forwarding debt relief, and with the global gateway initiative, we provide high quality investment, promoting the green and digitalization as well as better connectivity. Crucially, we already have enough conflict in the world, and the EU is doing all in the power to avoid anything like the developing versus developing countries. And our strategic partnership with ASEAN, as well as our inclusive strategy for the cooperation in the Indo-Pacific, are the best proof of that. The question: the ASEAN Regional Forum, or IRF, is focused on the political security aspect of Indo-Pacific. Because the answer: in a global world, there is no four-way, and the success and stability of Europe and Asia boil down to peace, prosperity, and regional integration. At a time when the major tension around Southeast Asia are on the rise, and there is the potential for major conflict, and when the EU is pushing the multiple callings, Russia well of aggression against, Ukraine, the EU, and ASEAN must remain in a position to make their own choice in support of regional stability. The EU and ASEAN share a joint responsibility to address today the challenge, and we have a very concrete stake in Southeast Asia peace and prosperity. Not only in the EU and the treatment trading partner of ASEAN and the secondment investor in the region, but most of all international shipping goes through the South China Sea and the Strait of Malacca. 2 years ago, we established a set of strategic partnership, which reflect the important political momentum between us, the two most advanced regional integration organizations in the world. The EU and ASEAN stand as other on a deep level, and we are closer than ever. The EU in the Pacific strategy exemplifies this with ASEAN penalty as key component. The question you would block explaining that the EU will find it extremely difficult, if not impossible, to maintain a relationship of trust with China. How can the EU work with ASEAN to deal with tension in the region? The answer, I said that it will be difficult for the EU to maintain a relationship of trust with China if it does not use the influence of Russia to stop its illegal war of aggression. This penalty violates international law to ensure that Ukraine territorial integrity. Russian troops must withdraw once and fall out from Ukraine. The whole human suffering as well as the economic turbulence around the globe must stop. We expect China active support as a permanent member of the UN Security Council to achieve this. Many ASEAN partners have supported efforts to end this violence and have collaborated with Russia. And when experience destabilizing action that affect their sovereignty and territorial integrity, particularly in the South China Sea. The ASEAN model, particularly the IRF, demonstrates that tension can be resolved through dialogue, and the external actor can contribute positively to addressing the regional and global challenges. And this we want to do go together. When it comes to EU-China's relation more generally, all cooperation with China as a partner, competitor, and systematic rival will still be a center of our policy, but will continue engage bilaterally and globally, based on only equality, rules and values. This means that our multiple-phase approach with China provides, but will also most engage even when there are difficult issues to discuss.
Greatest Islamic Cluster meetings on ITE law revision. Jakarta Post or Jakarta activities lambast the House of Representatives for deliberating the limit amendment of the 2016 Electronic Information and Transaction or ITE law behind closed door and call for a more transparent process. House Commission I, overseeing communication and information affairs, held a series of meetings with the government to amend at least 7 articles in the ITE law that have been legally annulled by the new Criminal Code or KUHP versus earlier this year. The articles stipulate provision regarding the permission of obscenity and hate speech on the internet. But the meeting took place behind closed doors, joining members of the public and the press for observing the deliberation on several articles deemed problematic. Political information, I defended the dedication to make the meeting paper, citing sensitive issues that might be misinterpreted by the public, such as the discussion of ethnicity when deliberating information article. We can have in-depth discussion on sensitive things we make this opening meeting. House Commission I Deputy Chairman Abdul Kharis Al-Mashahir of the Prosperous Justice Party or PKC told the Jakarta Post on Wednesday. Another lawmaker, Dava Laksono from the Golkari Party, said the technicalities behind the discussion to make the meeting close to the public but did not give further detail about any technical issue. Both Abdul and Deb said the so-called Draconia article often used to criminals people will be filtered down in the law listed amendment. The law the lawmakers had heard input from civil society organization on the problematic article. They said at least 1,500 people and been reported to the police between 2013 and 2022 for alleged hate speech and defamation under the ITE law. According to the Southeast Asia Freedom of Expression Network or SafeNet, most reports were filed by government official or people representing an institution. A coalition of 28 civil society organizations conducted the House Commission its move to hold the meeting on the ITE law amendment behind closed doors, said that the move violates democratic principle of meaningful participation in the policymaker process. The Commission held at least two public hearings to hear civil society organization insight to the amendment. It is necessary that the lawmaker hold the following up meeting publicly to ensure that any input will be accommodated in the limit amendment of the law. The coalition state lawmakers should be able to be more open in accommodation public input to avoid the formulation of draconian article, said Wahyudi Jafar, the executive director of the Institute for Police Research and Advocacy, or ELSAM Human Rights Group. Every meeting on the amendment shall be open for the public as the law is often used to curb free speech and criminalize government critics, including journalists, said Ika Ringtias of the Alliance of Independent Journal or IGA. There were at least 24 journalists report under the ITE law between 2017 and 2021, according to SafeNet. The initiative to reverse the law come from President Joko Widodo, who said in 2021 that the ITE law and its draconian article had become a problem. Following a series of public protests over the provision, President Jokowi administration later proposed a limit amendment in December of the same year. But the House only started the deliberation this year as policymakers decide to prioritize the personal data protection law, which was passed last September.
Um, Google launched ChatGPT as a part in EU Brazil by John Bonner and the Agence France Paris. Google launched its AI chatbot Bard in the European Union, Brazil, and a dozen other countries on Thursday, and unveiled new features as it expands access to its answer to Microsoft-backed ChatGPT. The US tech giant unveiled Bard in February, but delayed its release in the EU as the bloc plans to regulate artificial intelligence (AI) amid concerns about risks associated with the rapidly growing technology. Google has raced to catch up with rival Microsoft, which has rushed to integrate ChatGPT-like powers in a wide array of its products, including the Bing search engine. Bard is now available in most of the world and in the most widely spoken language. Bard's product, with Jack Krauze and Vice President Amarnath Subramanian in the blog, as part of our bold and responsible approach to AI, we actively engage with experts and policymakers and privacy regulators on this expansion, they said. The company said it would incorporate user feedback and take steps to protect people's privacy and data as it broadens access to Bard. The AI tool can now be used in over 40 languages, including Arabic, Chinese, German, Hindi, and Spanish. It was previously available in 3 languages: English, Japanese, and Korean. Google also announced new features, including receiving audio response from Bard for answers in 5 different styles: simple, long, short, professional, or casual. Another new features allow users to upload photos that Bard can analyze for information. The rise of AI has risen both excitement and concern about its potential to improve or replace tasks done by humans. AI tools have shown in recent months the ability to generate essays, create realistic images, mimic voice, or famous singers that even pass mental exams, among a slew of use. Common worries include the possibility that chatbots could flood the web with misinformation, that biased algorithms will stamp out racist material, or that AI-powered automation could lay waste to entire industries. Extinction fears. Experts, in, experts, even the founder of ChatGPT maker OpenAI, Sam Altman, has warned about the potential existential risk that the technology poses to humanity. Altman and dozens of other specialists signed a statement in May, urging global leaders to reduce the risk of extinction from AI. But the warnings have not stopped the rapid development of AI. Tesla and Twitter owner Elon Musk last issued his own warning about the risk, launched an AI company named xAI on Wednesday. The xAI website said Musk would run the company separately from its other companies so that the technology developed would benefit those businesses, including Twitter. It includes specific provisions for generative AI systems such as ChatGPT and DALL-E, capable of producing text, images, and other media. The Parliament and the EU's member states will negotiate on the regulation before it is approved, and the bloc wants to start the deal by the end of the year. The rules stipulate that AI-generated content must be declared as such and banned from AI, including real-time facial recognition systems.
Okay, keep on with newspaper. The title is with the double potential by using level too far away for ASEAN. The question, there has been a number of discussions between the EU and Indonesia about trade recently, including nickel export and the negotiation of new policy. How far is the EU willing to compromise to bridge this difference? What can we expect from the joint tax force recently established? The answer to start with, and most importantly, there is a double potential for trade and investment between the EU and Indonesia. Right now, Indonesia is only on 50 trade out and a strong investment pattern in ASEAN, despite being a key country in a very large economy in Southeast Asia. This has to change. The comprehensive economy, in partnership agreement with other countries in negotiation, can play an important role in achieving this and boosting on bilateral trade and investment. This week, the 13th negotiation round is taking place, and we work on making significant progress. Regarding Indonesia export ban and nickel, the WTO panel has issues overhauling the EU claims, and I'm sure that Indonesia will also engage conditional. As I always say, trade disputes, even between close partners, are normal. What is important is that they are resolved. The joint task force and the negotiation between Indonesia, Malaysia, and the EU is a good example of such constructive cooperation. When it comes to the implementation of the EU's differentiation regulation, it will be preferred and not only instrument facilitating or ongoing dialogue as partners will respect each other economics and jointly discuss the best way forward. We want to enable producers, especially smallholders, to ensure that the supply chains and diversification free. The question, in some debates, political narratives such as developing developed countries and claims of the EU being neo-imperialist have emerged. How does this affect the political relationship between the EU and Indonesia? The answer, we take such claims seriously and we have to act observe where they come from and what they are based on. Clearly, there are unmet expectations, legislative demands that to keep them at the EU. Together with other partners must listen to and act upon. I heard from some of our partners in the so-called global south that the so-called West has been self-serving when it's come to a number of key global issues. For instance, on the relief, climate finance, and the reform of international institutions. Overall, however, the record of the EU and its member states it will adopt much better than that of other and what we get credit for. To give just some example, we are a remain the first source and of official development aid and humanitarian aid. We provide 30% of global climate finance, without actively favoring debt relief and with the Global Gateway initiative to provide high-quality investment, promoting the green and digital transition as well as weather productivity. Crucially, we already have a now conflict in the world and the EU is doing all its power to avoid anything like developing major development countries. And our strategic partnership with ASEAN as well as our inclusive strategy for cooperation in the Indo-Pacific are the best proof of that. The ASEAN Regional Forum, or IRF, is focused on the political security aspect of Indo-Pacific. The question, what will be the main proposal in the forum to upkeep stability in the region? As well, the ASEAN Economic Forum in a crucial multilateral platform and plays a pivotal role in advancing regional stability. The EU takes pride in being an active member and the key partner. Europe in economically interdependent with many partners in Asia and we the people have a direct stake in its other security. Our security cooperation covers a wide array of issues, including cybersecurity, counter-terror, crisis management, and peacekeeping, foreign information on operation and interference, as well as disaster reduction and human security. Maritime security is a cornerstone of our effort, with EU member states, navies, and coast guards actively involved. We are eager for the further enhance cooperation in this area and our commitment to expand concrete action with Asia partners. The question is that the EU and the Indonesia Pacific are inextricably linked to several problems, including climate change, digital supply chain, cybersecurity issues. What is the EU strategy to help resolve these issues while keeping up ASEAN centrality? In a global world that is now far away and the success and stability of Europe and Asia boil down to peace, prosperity, and regional integration. At a time when the major tension around Southeast Asia are on the rise and there is the potential for major conflict. And when the EU is focusing the multiple violence negative the Russian war of aggression against Ukraine, the EU and ASEAN must remain in a position to make their own choice in support of regional stability. The EU and ASEAN share the joint responsibility to address today accrued challenges, and we have a very concrete stake in Southeast Asia, peace and prosperity. Not only in the EU, the third main trading partner of ASEAN, and the second main investor in the region, but most of all international shipping goes through the South China Sea and the Strait of Malacca. Though years ago we established a strategic partnership which reflect the important political momentum between us as the two most advanced regional organization in the world. The EU and ASEAN understand each other on a deeper level and we are closer than ever. The EU in the Pacific strategy exemplifies this with ASEAN centrality as a key component. The question, you would have Blockspot explaining that the EU will find it extremely difficult, if it not impossible, to maintain a relationship of trust with China. How can the EU work with ASEAN to de-escalate tension in the region? To answer, I said that it will be difficult for the EU to maintain a relationship of trust with China if it does not move in the influence on Russia to stop its illegal war of aggression, which violates floaters international law, UN Carton and international integrity. Russian troops must withdraw once and follow all of Ukraine. The human suffering as well as the economic turbulence around the globe must stop. We expect China's active support as a permanent member of the UN Security Council to achieve this. When ASEAN partners have supported efforts to end this violence and have combated Russia, and when experience destabilizing action that affect their sovereignty and their integrity. particularly in the South China Sea. The ASEAN model, particularly the RF, demonstrates that tension can be resolved through dialogue, and the external actor can contribute positively to addressing regional and global challenges. And this is in what we want to do together. When it comes to EU-China relation, well, generally, our cooperation with China as a partner, competitor, and systematic rival will still be at the center of our policy. But we will continue engaging bilaterally and globally, based on our interests and values. This means that our multifaceted approach with China prefers. But we also must engage even with there are difficult issues to discuss. Thank you.
Critics learn cluster meeting on ITE law revision. The Jakarta Post or Jakarta. Active members the host of representative for deliberating the limit amendment of the 2016 Electronic Information and Taxation or ITE law behind closed door and call for a more transparent process. As Commission I overseeing communication and information affairs held a series of meetings with the government to amend at least 7 articles in the ITE law that have been legally annulled by the new Criminal Code or KUHP passed earlier this year. The articles stipulate provisions regarding defamation of obscenity and hate speech on the internet. But the meeting took place behind closed doors, foreign members of the public and the present for observing the deliberation on several articles deemed problematic. Political in commission, I given the discretion to make the meeting private, citing sensitive issues that might be misinterpreted by the public, such as the discussing of ethnicity when deliberating defamation article. We can have in-depth discussion on sensitive things if we make this opening meeting. Host Commission I Deputy Chairman Abdul Karim Al-Mashihari of the Progressive Justice Party or PKS told the Jakarta Post on Wednesday. Another lawmaker, Dev Laksono from the Bogari Party, raised technicalities behind the discussion to make the meeting close to the public but did not give further detail about any technical issue. Both Abdul and Dave said the so-called Draconia Article 14 used to criminal people will be written down in the latest amendment. The lawmaker had heard input from civil society organizations on the problematic article. They say at least 1,500 people have been reported to the police between 2013 and 2022 for alleged hate. Speech and defamation under the ITE law, according to the Southeast Asia Freedom of Expression Network or SafeNet. Most of the reports were filled by government officials or people representing an institution. A coalition of 28 civil society organizations condemned the host commission is moved to hold the meeting on the ITE law amendment behind closed doors, saying that the move violates democratic principle of meaningful participation in the policy-making process. The Commission held at least two public hearings to hear civil society insight into the amendment. It is necessary that the lawmaker hold the follow-up meeting publicly to ensure that any input will be accommodated in the limited amendment of the law. The coalition said lawmakers should be able to be more open in accommodating public input to avoid the formulation of draconian article, said by UT Jakarta. The executive director of the Institute for Policy Research and Advocacy, or ELSAM, human rights group, everything, every meeting of the amendments shall be open for the public as the law is often used to free speech and criminal government critique, including journals, said Icaritias of the Alliance of in the where independent journal or IGA. There were at least less 24 journalists report under the ITE law between 2017 and 2021, according to SafeNet. The, the initiative to request the law come from President Joko Widodo, who said in 2021 that the ITE law and its draconian article had become a problem, following a series of public protests over the provincial President Jokowi administration had proposed a limit amendment in December of the same year. But the House only started the delegation this year as policymakers decided to protest the Personal Data Protection Law, which was passed last September. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone for attending the morning meeting session. And also thank you for screening the usual amount today. I'll see you in the afternoon session. Goodbye.